One bad habit can ruin our lives, and if that one bad habit is replaced with a good habit, it can help us to create a fortune. Now, the question arises, how much time, effort, and money are you ready to invest to change that one habit and to replace that one habit or one bad habit with one good habit? The good news is you don't need to invest any money. All you need to do is to be with me in this session till the end and spare just 10 minutes of your valuable time, in which we will learn the 4 R's of habit formation, which are the 4 factors which lead to creation of a habit, let it be a good habit or a bad habit. And by learning that arc or that loop of habit formation, we can replace a bad habit with a good habit. Friends, today we are starting the detailed review of one of the greatest books, The 5 AM Club, written by Robin Sharma. And in the next coming sessions, we will discuss and learn very valuable and life-changing lessons in these sessions. So to start with, let us understand that how a habit is formed. We will take an example of a bad habit because it is a reality that very easily we are tempted towards negative things in life, and if we have to develop a positive or a good habit, we find it really difficult. Friends, the 4 R's of habit formation loop or the habit formation arc are: number 1 is the reason, which the author calls it as trigger. The trigger or the reason which results in starting of that habit formation cycle, because of which we start creating a new habit. Now we will take an example. Suppose there is a friend of yours who smokes, and every day when he smokes, he tells you also to start smoking and accompany him. That friend of yours is the reason for the formation of the smoking habit. Now, suppose you give in and you listen to him and you think that what is the big deal? Let me start smoking. Let me smoke once or twice. I will leave it whenever I want. Now what will happen? You will start smoking, and there will be the second R in this sequence is routine, the routine that you follow. There will be a routine that will be the part of this habit formation cycle. For example, that friend takes you out around lunchtime outside the office, and there is some shop from where you buy the cigarettes, and at the same time you go and stand at some particular point every day, and there you smoke the cigarettes. Now what happens here is that routine becomes a everyday practice, and that is a part of your habit formation cycle. Friends, let me tell you that to explain this habit formation cycle and how we can create a new habit of getting up at 5 AM in the morning, as Robin Sharma insists in this book, I have taken some examples, and I have taken the help of another very great book, The Power of Habits by Charles Duhigg. So I will be taking some examples from that book also to explain and make you understand properly that what exactly the habit formation cycle is. So again, coming back to the third R, now that friend of yours is the reason for starting smoking, that is for creation of a new habit. The routine is you go out of the office, you stand at some particular place, you purchase the cigarettes from some particular place, and there you stand and smoke. That is your daily practice. Number 3 is the reward that you get out of this practice. Now what happens here? In this case, the reward is the nicotine. that you smoke, that goes inside you, and you feel relaxed, you feel happy, you feel good, right? So these are the three cycles, and the these are the three steps, and the fourth step is repeat. Now when we keep on repeating these three steps again and again, they become a part of your subconscious mind. These habits get they are fixed inside your brain. You become so used to them, and here the main reason then why you go to repeat that thing again and again is the reward that you are finally getting. So like this, that habit is created. Now how can we use these 4 R's or the knowledge of this habit creation cycle and replace it with a good habit? We will take another example here. Before we move to the other example, let us know that or understand how these habits become a part of our subconscious mind and how our subconscious mind gets programmed. Friends, suppose you are learning driving a car. Initially, when you are learning, your whole attention is on the road. Why? Because it is something new, you are not used to it. At that point of time, you will not take any calls, you will not talk to the friend or the assistant who is teaching you how to drive. Your complete focus will be on the road and on the traffic that is coming in front of us. Now when you are doing this again and again, this becomes a part of your subconscious mind, and you learn driving. Now you are used to it. You start becoming more and more comfortable, and once you have learned driving, then you don't need to focus on it because it has become a habit. It has become a part of your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is automatically guiding your hands, your feet, your eyes to coordinate and to help you drive properly, even if you are talking to somebody sitting by your side in the car, or even if you are talking to somebody over the phone. So this is how the habits get formed. Now we have to use these 4 R's and learn that how can we replace one bad habit with a good habit. For this we will take another example. Suppose there is a guy and he has starting eating donuts every day, and because of it his health has spoiled and he has gained weight. He is not feeling good about it, and now he wants to change the habit. So he will try to understand the habit formation cycle. In this case, he notices that during the time from 3 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. every day he starts feeling bored. He feels that urge of eating the donuts. So here, that time period from 3 to 3:30 is the reason, it is the trigger, that is the starting point of that habit. Now what he does, he takes the office elevator, he goes to the next floor, there he visits the canteen, and from there he purchases a donut. Now he takes that donut and he stands with a couple of his friends, gossips with them, and eats the donut and moves back towards his seat. Now here, this routine of getting up from the seat, taking the elevator, going down and eating the donut and talking to the friends, this is the routine that is the part of this habit formation cycle. What is the reward? He feels good about it, about the taste of the donut, and he enjoys it, right? So he repeats it every day. Now what he does is, it is very difficult to fight with the trigger or the reason of habit formation. So what he does not fight with the reason, he tries to change the routine and he tries to change the reward. What he does, he goes to the every day between 3 and 3:30, he gets up from his chair, he goes to the canteen in the same way. There he tries to eat something else, so that he is first of all able to break that particular habit of eating the donut. So one day he goes to the canteen, he takes a chocolate, eats it, stands with his friends, talks to them, and comes back. Second day, third day, he tries to eat something healthy, which is sweet, but it is little bit healthier as compared to the donut and the chocolate. Sometimes what he does is, he doesn't order anything, he might take a glass of water, he might stand there, talk to his friends, gossip around for 10-15 minutes, and without eating anything, comes back to his seat. Now he has changed the routine here. Now the question comes, what is the reward? Here, this is a very important point that we need to understand, that earlier the reward which he was getting was actually a negative reward. It was not a reward, it was a harmful practice. So we need to make ourselves repeatedly understand that with a whatever reward we are considering due to that bad or negative habit is actually not a reward. It is acting as a curse for us. And what he does, he makes himself understand that I did not eat the donut, I did not eat the chocolate. What will happen? My health will improve, I will become slimmer, I will look smarter, and I will be healthier. That will save me from many health problems. And even a bigger and more important reward in this case is that the feeling, that satisfaction inside his mind and heart, that today I fought with a negative habit and I did not let it win, I won the game. I won from that bad habit today for a day. So that is a victory, that is a great motivator. So friends, this is all about the habit formation cycle or habit formation arc. And if you feel you have any bad habit which is really damaging your life, try to change the routine and the reward. Replace those two things and keep on repeating the new cycle. Slowly it will replace the bad habit with a good habit and your life will improve for betterment. So if you feel that this session has been of any help, it is a request you share it with your family and friends, and please subscribe to our channel so that you remain connected, and we will learn many more important lessons from this book and from many more world famous and very valuable books that is coming soon on this channel. So thank you so much for sparing your valuable time and listening this video till the end. Bye bye.